Welcome our distinguished guest, President of the Republic of China, Ms. 蔡英文。各位女士、先生，请掌声欢迎蔡英文总统莅临现场。Welcome the opening remark by the President of the Republic of China. 恭请蔡英文总统致辞。
Mr. Wu Ziguang, the chairperson of the 2023 International Forum on Legal Aid, Mr. Xu Zhongli, that is president of our Judicial Yuan, Mr. Cai Qingxiang, Minister of Justice, Ms. Chen Biyu, chairperson of the Legal Aid Foundation Taiwan, and Ms. You Meirui, president of the Taiwan Bar Association, members and staff of the Legal Aid Foundation in Taiwan, academics, experts, and representatives of organizations from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I want to first thank the Legal Aid Foundation for hosting the 5th International Forum on Legal Aid. This is a gathering of experts and academics from home and abroad to focus on current world developments and discuss important legal issues, particularly legal aid issues. In particular, I would like to thank the distinguished guests from overseas who traveled to Taiwan to be with us here. The forum has responded to the impact of the Russian-Ukraine war by inviting Ukrainian representatives to participate online to address the topic of legal aid and the crisis of democracy and human rights. This year, you will also discuss the role and function of legal aid under the challenges of the pandemic and technology developments. I believe the exchanges at this forum will not only deepen links between Taiwan and the rest of the world, but also promote human rights and advance the development of legal aid services in our countries. In Taiwan, we're committed to investing resources so that everyone has equal access to justice, legal representation, and services through the Legal Aid Foundation. For example, the foundation assists the government agencies by undertaking legal aid cases in labor disputes and providing legal aid services for indigenous people as well as people with disabilities. The government and the foundation work together to give people from all walks of life the access to legal aid services that they need. The foundation has also actively participated in our renewed efforts to reform our judicial system since 2016 and in the follow-up implementation of the reform plan. With your indulgence, let me say a few words about our work on judicial reform since 2016. Judicial reform is no easy task. It is a challenge for everyone in the legal profession. And it is also a movement for change that requires the whole population to take part. We want a judicial system that is close to the people and trusted by the people and can function as the last line of defense for justice. Therefore, we have focused on 3 major issues. First, to ensure that the judicial system meets the needs of the people, especially providing greater assistance to victims and their relatives. Second, to ensure and improve the professionalism and impartiality of the judicial system by establishing special courts and tribunals for cases that require special knowledge and experiences. For example, the protection of intellectual property rights and labor disputes. Third, to allow greater and more diverse participation in the judicial system by introducing the system of lay judges into the trial process. And this is a system that is similar but not exactly the same as the jury trial system in the United States. In addition to making these three major adjustments and changes to the legal system, we have also made significant progress in related areas, such as anti-drug and anti-corruption measures. Over the past 7 years, the government has invested over $25 billion and also coordinated government agencies and private sectors to promote the anti-drug campaign, which is called the New Generation Anti-Drug Strategy 1.0 and 2.0. The policy aims to reduce the demand, supply, and harm of the drugs. We have successfully achieved the strategic goals of lowering the number of new drug users, reoccurrences, and drug-related death. In terms of anti-corruption efforts, we have released 2 national reports in the last 7 years under the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. These have established a platform to reinforce policies to prevent and investigate corruption. We have also met our goals to reduce corruption and increase the conviction rate of corruption cases. Last year, Taiwan received international recognition for its high ranking and performance in the Corruption Perception Index. The progress of judicial reform over the past 7 years is a result of joint efforts of all sectors of the Taiwanese society. Taiwan will also continue to work with the international community to defend human rights and advance the development of global democracy and the rule of laws. Here, I would also like to once again thank all our international friends for coming to Taiwan to share your best practices and perspectives of your countries. I also want to thank the Legal Aid Foundation for its effort over nearly 20 years. I hope the foundation can continue to gather momentum and contribute to the advancement of Taiwan's judicial system. Now, with your indulgence again, I would like to use this opportunity to say a few things in Mandarin. To the Mandarin-speaking audience and the people of Taiwan about our judicial reform. I have provided our English-speaking audience here a summary of the reform already in my first part of the speech. 我要感谢这几年来台湾努力推动司法改革，法服也以他们第一线的经验反映人民的心声，提供的重要的建言，一起为台湾的司法带来改变。在这里，我真正的非常感谢我们的法服。司法改革从来就不是一个很轻松的工作，是所有法律人的挑战，更是一个需要全民共同参与的革新运动。因此，我们也朝3个面向来改进结构性的问题，让司法可以亲近人民，获得人民的信任，也能提升法律作为正义的最后一道防线的功能。第一，回归人民的司法改革。我们希望司法可以更符合人民的需求，能够保障人权，维护人民的利益，像是今年实施的犯罪被害人权益保障法，让被害人跟家属可以有更具同理心和尊严的方式得到国家的协助。第二，专业独立的司法改革。只有专业独立的司法才能够有效做出公正的裁判，取信于民。我们透过建立专业化的法官跟法庭，让特定领域的案件获得适当的裁处，提升裁判的品质。这几年来，包括智慧财产权以及商业法院、宪法法院、法庭，都是落实这个目标而成立的。2020年，我们更是在各法院设立了劳动专业法庭，让劳资争议可以获得公平的审理，以及更有效的权利救济。第三，多元参与的司法改革。我们借由人民参与司法的过程，产生了社会信赖， 那么今年施行的国民法官法，让人民参与审判，了解司法的运作，也让审理的过程和结果能够纳入人民的多角视野和社会脉动，让司法的判决可以更周全，更符合社会的脉动。我们不仅在司法制度的结构面上进行调整和改造的法治工程，在其他的司法改革密切相关的非结构性的政策面向上，例如精进反毒肃贪的政策，也已经有显著的进展。首先，这7年来，我们政府投入超过250亿元的预算经费，整合跨部会的力量，公私协力，推动新时代反毒行动纲领 1.0 及 2.0， 秉持了减少需求、减少攻击、减少伤害的3减的政策原则。那么已经达成了降低毒品新生人口、降低再犯率、降低死亡率的3降的策略目标。其次，在廉政改革方面，这7年来，我们提出了2次反贪腐公约的国家报告，建立廉政平台，来强化防贪以及肃贪2个政策面向的作为，也已经达成降低贪渎率、提高定罪率的目标。在去年的全球青年印象指数，台湾的排名和分数也都受到了国际的肯定。这7年多来的种种司法改革的进展和成效，是台湾社会各界共同努力的成果。台湾也会和国际社会一起，透过法律捍卫人权，深化全球民主法治的发展。最后，我要想勉励各位，我也是一个法律人。司法改革是个永无止境的工作，随着时代的改变，社会会持续的面对不同新兴的议题和挑战。面对人民来说，在司法的过程中，最直接面对的就是握有公权力的执法人员。唯有当我们带着真诚、尽责的心，在制度中扮演好自己的角色，莫忘法律人保障人权的使命，人民就能感受到完全不一样的司法风貌。I wish all the participants, the experts and academics from home and abroad, a fruitful and rewarding forum. I hope the meeting creates opportunities for more cooperation and exchanges in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, President Tsai, for your remarks. 感谢蔡总统的莅临，让我们再一次以热烈的掌声感谢蔡总统以及各位贵宾今早的莅临。